So Gaffer sat here ahead of travelling to Kings Lynn on Tuesday evening, but let's touch on the Chesterfield match on Saturday first. A tough day at the office.
Yeah, listen, they're a good side. Spoke to yourself prior to going up there on Saturday. They got the firepower in cabs and row, and I felt that was evident on the afternoon. I felt that we weren't at the races, weren't allowed to be at the races. I thought they were very front foot, proactive. I felt the second half slightly better than where we were in the first half. I think the conditions aided us with sort of getting balls into their half. I felt that the first half especially, we couldn't get past their halfway line, let alone deep into their half. And for me, disappointing, the goals, conceding the pen, having watched it back, possibly could have had a better start position. And in the goal, there's a number of errors that led to Cabby's finish. Can't take anything away from Cabby's finish, it's outstanding, but I think you can eradicate it at source, and that was doing toes and then locking him in one way. But look, I parked the win against Barnet, I parked the win against Dagenham and Torquay prior. I'll park Chesterfield because the focus has to turn to Kings Lynn to get straight back on the horse.
So you talk about that, and we've got two big games coming up, Kings Lynn on Tuesday evening and then Southend. What sort of points return you'd be looking from those two games?
Well, with them in the league, being their positions and our position, you'd like to say maximum points. But again, I'm not foolish. They've had tight affairs. They played Torquay on Saturday, changed a number of players for whatever reason. Obviously, they went there with a squad of 13. So he has his own issues being in Culverhouse. I don't know what's going to be back in the building for them come Tuesday. Our focus has got to be going there and trying to get maximum points. I speak about it, win the next game mentality. The focus turns to Southend when we land back in the building on Thursday. So for me, it's a run of one. We'll play Kings Lynn. The aim is to go and get maximum points against them on Tuesday evening. They possess good quality, two ways of playing. If I watch them only against Solihull and Barnet, I'd assume that they are a little bit more back to front, balls into Golden Mateo, ball runners off that, angled balls from wide areas. Whereas I watched the game against Torquay, it was very much the old mould of them last year, splitting the box, rotating their three into a back four to try and get out. They dominated the ball at Torquay. So yeah, I'm under no illusions how tough it's going to be. We have our own trials and tribulations with regards to an injury and a suspension. So we got personnel that are coming in to, claim a space, claim a spot. And that's exactly what will be tasked to them. We've got some fresh legs potentially from the bench on Saturday going in. So yeah, listen, we played Chesterfield, who I believe will go very close to winning the division. So we're not a bad team overnight. We need to ensure that what we do, we stick together, get back to what we've been good at, and getting 3 points against Kings Lynn's a great start.
So you touched on it there, and we will be scuppered in some ways going into the game on Tuesday, with Will sending off in the latter stages of the game against Chesterfield, and with Nathan's injury concerns. Can you touch on that a little bit more?
Obviously, Will Evans will serve a one-match ban. Disappointed with Will. Had a conversation with him afterwards, coming today to train. He apologised quite rightly. I said to him that for me, the game's dead. On the 90 plus 5 minutes, it's dead, it's done. You can't affect what's happened, but you can affect the future, and he's gone and done that by getting a second yellow card. But he'll live and learn, as will I. So yeah, it's frustrating that he doesn't play, because I think he was on the day very good. The two performances away at Barnet and at home to Dagenham, I thought he was the best player on the park. So yeah, going to be a loss in terms of that. We bring back Dave Stevens, who I have every faith in. He played a massive part in pre-season, been extremely patient, waiting for his chance. He goes in there, he's colossal, in the air, got great out ball. I'm going to ask him to be a defender come 7:45 tomorrow evening, and that's what I'll expect from him. In terms of Ashmore, we don't know the longevity on Ash. We don't know how long it's going to be. He's come in for treatment today. The medical team have gone and set up a scan for him to see where the extent of the injury is. We've brought in goalkeeper Tay Ashby Hammond, who is coming from Fulham, who we've watched, we know where he's at, played Maidenhead the last 2 seasons. We have a great, well, Martin Brennan especially has a great working relationship with Fulham, so that was able to be set up on the journey home. He's trained today, he knows how we set up, what we expect from him. He's coming into the best defensive unit in the division, most clean sheets in the division. So yeah, for me, he's got a good personnel in front of him. I expect him to come in, do as he's told, and I'll have no problems with Tay.
So just touching on Tay himself, obviously spent time over the last 2 seasons in Alan Devishire's side at Maidenhead United. How reassuring is it for you that he comes in with a proven National League pedigree?
Yeah, I rang Dev yesterday, I had a great chat with him yesterday morning. Love Dev, had 20 minutes on the phone while I was watching my boy. He gave me a rundown on him. We knew what we was getting in the building, he just confirmed it. So yeah, Tay's experience at this level will stand him in good stead. Slightly different mid-table to a bottom end team in Maidenhead, probably gets a little bit more utilised, but again, it's the understanding of when slowing the game down. He's not coming in fresh from an under 23s or an under 18s unit. He'll know what the National League's about, and that's a massive plus for us. So we go to Kings Lynn. Like I said, they're going good emphasis on corners in the box. They put 6 bodies in there to go and attack it. They put angled balls in from both right and left to Gold in the number 9, and we've said to him, assess that. Decision making is going to be key. But again, I touch on it. We have every faith in Tay. I want to thank everyone at Fulham, Martin, Charlie, the chairman, for getting this done yesterday. It was a quick turnaround, and fortunate enough to have him in the building today to go through the prep so that he's as ready as he possibly can be.
So the last defeat was over a month ago away at Solihull. After that, we went 5 games unbeaten, 4 wins and a draw. Is that the type of reaction you're looking for from the defeat on Saturday? So
it's a group right at the end. Who remembers when we lost to Solihull the next result? We went and beat Yeovil at home 2-1. And that's exactly what I'll be looking for tomorrow evening. Like you said, touched on it, 4 wins and a draw. It's an unbelievable return. Unbelievable return. I think we're still 3rd in the form guide with regards to the last 5. I think we're currently 5th in the last 10, and I think we are over 15 as we are sitting currently 12 games. We're 3rd in the division. That's something we've got to be proud of. That's something that the boys have done ever so well. I told them to take stock. Like I touched on, best defensive record, most clean sheets, and currently sitting 3rd in the National League after 12 games. Unfortunate that we went to Chesterfield and wasn't able to perform in the manner which we have done. But like I said to the group, you're going to get them bits. You're going to face adversity. You need to ensure that you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and go again. And no better way to go and play Kings Lynn. And last few weeks it's been nice not playing in a midweek game because we got a small squad in terms of the numbers, but once you lose a game of football you want to try and turn another game around as quick as possible to get 3 points on the board, and that's exactly what we'll be tasked with tomorrow, and we go there fully focused, fully energised to go and get 3 points.